Going on, y'all? Back again. Gonna make a nice bratwurst dish. I found this recipe online and added a little bit of my own little spice to it, but I'm gonna rename it Blue Moon Brats. So first we'll start here off with about 2.5–3 pounds or so of bratwurst. Got our Blue Moon beer, some Lipton beef onion soup powder here, an onion, have some fresh mushrooms, carrots, and some celery. So I'm gonna start off first by cutting up everything, prepping it all up here. So I'm gonna cut the brats into thirds. We'll throw the carrots on in. I'll dice up or cut up some of these mushrooms here. Cut the onions and add just a couple sticks of celery. So what we're gonna do after we cut everything up, we're gonna throw it into 2 pans. I'm gonna throw them in some aluminum pans. We'll take them outside on the grill. Not sure if I'm gonna be a cheater and throw it on the pellet grill or spark up some coals. I gotta go run and pick up the big kids from sports and all that, so may just cheat and use our pellet grill today. But the recipe online calls for putting it in an aluminum foil pack. But what I'm gonna do is, I made it before, it came out delicious. I'm gonna throw it in 2 pans, cover it up with some aluminum, and put them on the grill for a good 45 minutes or so. But with all these veggies and the brats and everything, this dish comes out amazing. I guess first things first, let me go ahead and wash off all our vegetables. Cut them up here. Alrighty, so I'm gonna cut these mushrooms in halves. Throw them in our pan here. But I've become a huge fan of just kind of creating your own recipe, adding various things together. My mom was really big on that growing up. She would make all type of recipes. They came out delicious. So Mom, if you're watching this, thank you. She's still not a subscriber. Trying to get her to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and she won't do it. She's old school. Doesn't like computers very much. We got some of these mushrooms here that are pretty big, so I'll just cut them up into fourths. Majority of us in the house love mushrooms, so cut them up to spread the wealth. Enjoy the good flavor. If you guys have any type of ideas or recipes that y'all would like to share with me, outdoor cooking only, because you know I'm not going to be sitting up in this kitchen cooking. I get bored and I make a big old mess. But please go ahead and drop those recipes in the comments. Definitely like to try it out. Maybe make a little video on it. I'm gonna have to look up and see who I got this recipe from. It's definitely a great recipe. It cooks for many, many servings, y'all. The very first time I made it, I messed around and prepped one of these pans here, wrapped it up and froze it, but it didn't come out so good. All the veggies were rubbery and all that, you know. Of course, I cooked the first one. That came out amazing. But what we're gonna do today is just cook everything up. I'm sure it'll all be eaten up with our big family. If not, maybe we'll see about freezing it after we've cooked it. If you guys don't already know, I'm real big on gadgets and just toys in general. This is my newest little toy. My dad bought a similar one online. It's a little foldable pocket knife, chef pocket knife or whatnot, but I'm loving this. Does great for prepping food and all. Hopefully I don't chop my finger off messing around on here with you guys. So we'll just cut this in half here. Take out some of this core. Nobody wants to be eating the onion core. I am not a chef, so please don't make fun of my cutting skills. I just try to do some decent cooking. Here's what we got so far. We've got the onions and mushrooms cut up in both of our pans. I'm gonna divvy out these carrots here, throw them in, cut up our celery, and lastly, cut the brats up. Just before I start prepping up these celery sticks here, I'm gonna throw only about 4 in. Don't want the celery to be overpowering on this dish. But I'm always messing around with you guys and forgetting the ingredients. We're also going to throw in these potatoes. So please don't let me forget, guys. Come on, you guys should know better than that. Help me out here. Got a whole bag full of celery. I'm not going to use them all. Hopefully my kids will eat it with some peanut butter for some snacks since school started. I don't know about you guys, but do y'all's kids come home starving like they haven't eaten all day? Our kids come home wanting to eat a pre-dinner meal and dinner a couple hours after that. So hopefully these celery sticks will provide a healthy alternative for a snack while I eat my ice cream. Alrighty, so we got our potatoes washed off. I wish they had the small red potatoes, but unfortunately I didn't see any at the store. So we'll probably cut these into maybe 6 pieces, 6 to 8 pieces or so, just so it's not taking a long time for these potatoes to cook through. I'm telling you, between the beer and the brats, the juices from all that, these potatoes are gonna suck them up and they are gonna be delicious. Here we are with all of our veggies cut up. We'll do a little mixing here. All we have left are our brats and of course our onion soup mix. But this dish will definitely make a good little recipe for cooking outside, whether it be at your house or outdoor camping. It's really relatively simple to make and prep. I'm gonna have to share the link in the description of the recipe that inspired this. It's really similar to that recipe I found. I just added a few things to it, but I gotta give credit to that person though, because it definitely inspired me and it's a delicious dish. Here we are, gonna cut up our brats here into thirds, throw them in, sprinkle our onion soup seasoning on, and get it to the grill. So here it is, guys, almost all prepped out. We got the potatoes I cut up into probably about 8 to 12 pieces. The bratwurst we cut up into thirds or quarters. Onions, celery sticks, used about 4 celery sticks, and some fresh mushrooms. So we're gonna mix this up, sprinkle the onion soup seasoning on here, put the beer on, the most important part of this recipe, and we are good to go, guys. This recipe calls for a whole pack of seasoning, so what we're gonna do is just put about half the pack in one of these containers here, and then the other half in the other. Give it a good little mix once again. Pour the beer on. I don't know if you guys know this trick, but using your wedding ring to pop off the top, pour up the beer, and we're good. I'm just going to use one bottle for this recipe here. Alright, so let's throw some aluminum foil on the top of it and we'll get it on the grill. But first I'm going to take a little intermission and go pick up our kids from school here. You probably just want to leave a little flap open there just to let some steam escape. So I close it off all but one side. Alright y'all, so I changed my mind. I figured I'm going to go ahead and throw these 2 pans here on the pellet grill while I go and run to grab the kids, so we don't waste any time. Hopefully dinner will be ready in a good 45 minutes to an hour. But I set my pellet grill to 350 degrees, so it'll probably cook for a good 45 minutes to an hour or so. I'll see you guys in just a bit. Alrighty, so it's about an hour later. I'm gonna cut this fan off. I don't have to scream at you guys here, but as you can see here, it is nice and done. Let me go ahead and take it off, bring it in the kitchen, mix it up a bit, and give it a little taste. Alrighty y'all, so here we are. Nice and steamy. I don't know if the timer picked up that steam coming off there. Look at all them juices though. This is gonna be amazing. So we like to eat it over rice, you guys. Look at that one. This one's just as good. Don't mind the door sound in the back. Got the little ones running in and out. Little plastic knife and fork. I'm gonna burn my mouth here because it is steaming. Let's taste the sausage and a little potato. Oh yeah, perfectly executed there, guys. You guys should really try this out. That wraps this session up here, guys. So I'm naming it here Blue Moon Brats. Try it out for sure. It's amazing, guys. Potatoes, carrots, celery, bratwurst, a little bit of beer, some onion soup mix. What else did I miss there? Cut up some onions. This is definitely worth your time there, guys. Easy, quick recipe. Good for outdoor cooking in the backyard or if you're out camping somewhere. But it's super easy. Maybe a couple pans. Like I mentioned before, I'm gonna try to add the link of the recipe that inspired this down below. I just added a few things here, mainly the beer and the celery. But thank you to whoever created this recipe. Definitely thumbs up, guys. See you guys on the next go around.